as usual.
Right, this is my new book, The Fox, the Whale, and the Wardrobe, which I launched down in Guildford, last week? Yes.
It was, yeah.
And I finally got Ray Poole back in an audience again. That was great going altogether. Anyway, this is Don't Forget to Write. You know, when your poems leave you and go out into the world, and then they belong to everybody else except to you. So don't forget to write. Okay, then I'll be off, says the poem awkwardly. Thanks for bringing me into being, it shyly says, not really knowing how to say goodbye. Think nothing of it, I hear myself say in a blasé way. Me at loss for words. Funny that. Sad we have to go our separate ways. Well, my time here is done, the poem almost cries, but doesn't. Tears in its eyes, tears that can never fall. I kiss it with my voice, the many-headed audience all ears. Make me proud, I whisper to it, as it leaves my mouth. Who was that mass poem, the audience gasp. I blow the poem a kiss, the audience thinks it's for it. Don't forget, the poem throws over his shoulder, now very, very far away. Don't forget to write. And this is my little girl. It's called It's My Friend. And she'd say that of everything. She'd find a twig, a stick, a frog, and she'd bring it to bed and say, it's my friend. So I brought her to a football match, and she'd never be, we had her back garden, of course, but she'd never seen a football pitch with so much grass. So she was amazed by this. It's Tilly's first football match. She watches the ball move amongst men as if it had a life of its own and laughs at the players chasing it. At half-time, fingers clasp above her. I ask her, well, what do you make of it all? I see myself reflected in her 3-year-old eyes. She smiles and says, I like the way the grass is. Oh, I say in my adult way. She now down on her belly, eyeballing the grass at its own level. Each blade a green individual self. Daddy, how? She inquires of me. Many blades of grass? Yeah, I encourage her. Are they on a football pitch? I hazard a guess. 2,000,002? She likes the exactness of the fact, happy with her daddy's answer. Trusts he's right down to the very last 2. I like grass, she announces. It's my friend, she smiles. And this is called On the Other Side of Silence, from George Eliot in Middlemarch. If he had a keen vision and feeling of all ordinary human life, it would be like hearing the grass grow and the squirrel's heart beat, and we should die of that roar which lies on the other side of silence. The war, I was so glad to get out of it alive, even if it was as someone else. Who I was died. It was the only way to survive. I became a stranger to myself. I'd been so scared I was going to die. Now I'm scared of being alive. I watched better men than me die so easily. I hated me for surviving. I still hear their laughter, how real they were, more realer now than I. The dead stare at me silently, envying me this life. Here, have it, I take it. I scream at them. They stare at me silently. I feel as if I cheated them out of their future. I got lucky, that's all. When I get to the bottom of the bottle, I put the screw top back on, trap them inside the bottle's emptiness. The passing midnight cars light up dirty yellow walls. Wallpaper roses blossom out of the dark. I reach for the next bottle. They stare at me silently. I got lucky, that's all. And the last one is, no, that's not it. That's not the last one. This is the last one. It's called Beware the Donall Dempsey, my son. In my youth, I was plagued with bullies. This is a very young Donald. The frog slid slowly down my throat, its legs sticking out of my mouth, still kicking. The world was running away into the final darkness. My eyes were robbed of trees and sun. The day had been stolen from me. Death by frog. How unlikely a dying. The bullies were all short-trousered lads like me, sculpted from the sunlight of 1963. Then either the frog gave a desperate last-minute kick, or I silently yelled and expelled friend frog, who, having escaped death by swallowing, hopped it, lost itself in the long grass. Perhaps the horrible tale of Down the Gullet is still told to its descendants, far removed from that sunny day. Better watch out, Mamma Frog would make her voice shiver, making her tiddlers tremble with trepidation, or the Donall Dempsey will get you. Thank you.